Yo, what's up guys? This is Noah from Daily Fantasy Archive, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, if you want daily uploads and free lines and great advice, and also make sure you hit this bell button, which is the notification button. You'll be notified every time I upload a YouTube video, so you'll never miss a line or any advice each day. Also, we have a Twitter at DFS_archive if you want to follow us. And I will retweet my videos there, so you will not miss any other free lines that I give out for basketball and hockey on DraftKings and other DFS news. Anyways, let's get right into the slate. Actually, last night was a pretty good night. It wasn't too good. I had a few other lines that didn't hit very good, but last night we hit 117, I'm pretty sure it was. With the line that was in the video. So if you played any 50-50s or double ups last night, almost all your 50-50s and double ups should have hit with 117. I had a pretty good line here with Malcolm Dubinsky, Foligno, Panic, Draisaitl, Schmaltz, and then I had Draisaitl, Schmaltz straight, Justin Schultz, and Brabowski. Anyways, let's get right into it tonight. There's 9-game slate. I'm going to show you guys some plays and some picks and give you guys some advice for today. The lineup that I do make here today is a lineup I will probably be running. I will make some other lineups. If I do, I will tweet it out on my Twitter account. That's why you should follow me there. But use this lineup at your own risk. This is just a lineup to help you show how to build a lineup and some great players in really good positions tonight. You can change around a few players. I do suggest that will be a good idea. If you feel like there's someone in a better position, you can change it up. Anyways, let's get right into tonight. The first player I'm going to be looking at is Craig Anderson. Colorado is ranked dead last in almost every statistical category, including offense this year so far, and since the All-Star break. Vegas odds are high at negative 135 for Ottawa to win tonight. I'm going to show you guys right now. Negative 135, and Ottawa is 19-12 and 0 on home ice, on the road I mean, and Colorado is 10-21 and 1 on home ice, which is very awful. You guys all know how bad Colorado is. Ottawa is better in every category besides face-offs and discipline, and Anderson has been better on the road and had 25 points last time he played Colorado. And he's been very consistent over the last 10 games, and the Sens are 5-0 in their last 5 and 4-0 in their last 4 after allowing 2 goals or less last game. So Craig Anderson should be a pretty good lock for you guys tonight in your GPPs and in cash. He's going to be very high owned in 50-50s and double ups for sure. Another goalie that I would be looking at tonight, if I was going to pivot from Craig Anderson, would be Matt Murray. Costs a bit more than Craig Anderson, 9.1. Matt Murray should get the start tonight. He didn't play last night. Fleury played. The Pens are 15, 12, and 4 on the road, and Vancouver's 18, 10, and 6 on home ice. And Vegas odds that are highest for the Pens to win tonight out of any team, as you can see right here, negative 181. And the Pens have won their last 3 matchups that they played against each other, Vancouver and the Pens. And the Penguins are better than Vancouver in pretty much every category besides face-offs and discipline. And Vancouver's 0-5 in their last 5 home games and 1-6 in their last 7 games against a team above 600, which is the Pens. And Murray had 43 points last time he played Vancouver. Another goalie that I would take a look at if I was straying from either one of these goalies would be Vasilevsky. He costs 8.3. He's a bit cheaper than Craig Anderson, so you should be able to pivot around, make your lineup a bit different if you want to take him. The Vegas odds are really high for Tampa Bay to win tonight at negative 140 for the Lightning to win, and he's been on fire ever since the All-Star break. He had 20 points last game he played them, and he's been better on home ice if you check his game logs and the stats. And the Lightning are 18, 11, and 3 on home ice, and Philly, the Flyers are 14, 10, and 8 on the road, and the home team in this series is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings, and the Lightning are 6-2 in the last 8 home games. So it should be a pretty easy lock for Vasilevsky to get an easy win here, as the odds are at negative 140, and it should be a pretty decently high scoring game at 5.5. So Lightning players will definitely be a nice lock for tonight to look at. A center that I'm going to be looking at is Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel is in a high 5.5 total game, and he was on 11 game point streak until last night. But he has 6 goals and 18 assists in his last 19 games since the All-Star break. He is also a way better player on home ice. He has 27 points in 24 games, more than a point a game. Should bounce back here against Columbus defense that isn't very good. They have a backup goalie, and I'm pretty sure Ned Bobrovsky is not playing in that tonight. And there should be lots of goals. And over in Vegas the over has gone over in the last few of Tampa Bay's and Columbus's games in the last. I meant to say Columbus and Buffalo. Buffalo's total has gone over the last 5 of the 6 games that he's played. He's on the second line and the first line power play, so it should be a good spot for Jack Eichel to get a lot of points here tonight. And he's been very consistent on home ice, as I said before. Another center I'm going to be looking at tonight is a lot of value play. He's going to be a value pump play. He's on the first line with first line tonight. Braden Point. He costs pretty much nothing, and he has very high upside, playing alongside of Nikita Kucherov, which I will be also locking into my lineups tonight. Another winger that I'll be looking at, like I just said a second ago, is Kucherov. Kucherov has 17 points. 17 points in his last 10 games, and he plays way better on home ice, and the total's at 5.5. He's on the first line to have a very good chance of winning tonight at negative 140, and he had 2 points in his last 3 games against against the Panthers. Sorry about that, guys. Another center that you guys might want to actually look at too, I forgot to tell you guys, 2 centers, would be Kadri. He's on the second line. He's on the first power play, and Toronto's big favorites to win at a 5.5 total, and he had 2 assists in his last 2 games against Carolina, and the road team in this series is 4-1 in the last 5, and Kadri's been very consistent, one of the most consistent players on the Leaf since the All-Star break in this whole season, so he should be a good lock to get some points tonight. Marek Scheifele would also be another nice pick if you want to pivot from these 2 centers that I've picked tonight in this mock lineup. He has 15 points in his last 10 games. He's way better on home ice, and he's very consistent lately. He's on the first line power play, which should be huge tonight. And the home team is 17-5-1 in the last 23 meetings, and between these 2 teams, and the over and under is at 5.5, and the Jets are huge favorites to win tonight. As shown right here, the Winnipeg Jets, negative 130, 5.5 total. Let's get back right into the wingers here now. A winger that I'll be picking tonight is Carl Palmieri. In 34 road games, he has 27 points and 9 power play. 9 of those points have come from the power play. Arizona is the 28th ranked defense. They're completely off on defense. He's way better on the road, and you want a piece of Taylor Hall tonight if you're not taking him. New Jersey is better than Arizona in every category besides offense, and New Jersey's 5-0 in the last 5 games in this series, so it should be an easy lock for Carl Palmieri to get a few points. Definitely being on line with Taylor Hall. You're going to want a piece of that. Taylor Hall is going to go off tonight. Another winger that I'll be locking in is Zach Hyman. In his last 3 games, he has 3 shots on goal, 4 blocks, and a goal, and is averaging 13 points per game in his last games over this last week or so or more. And Carolina is an awful team, and it's a high-scoring game, like I said, high-scoring game, and he's at a very cheap price on the first line, only costing 3.7K. He should easily pay off his value tonight, if not score a goal or 2 or even get an assist. Another winger that I'll be looking at is Johnny Gaudreau. He has 13 points over the last 8 games. He's on the second line and the first line power play. He has 2 assists in his last 2 games against Winnipeg. He plays way better on the road if you check his splits and his game logs. And the Jets are the 27th ranked team on defense, and they've given up 10 goals in the last 2 games. A lot of goals. If anybody's going to score on Calgary, you're definitely going to want to look at Johnny Gaudreau. He's almost a lock for tonight. Another player that I'll be looking at tonight on defense is Erik Karlsson. Erik Karlsson is the best D on this slate tonight. You're definitely going to want to have a piece of him. I don't even need to convince you guys much. You guys know how good Erik Karlsson is. He's playing against Colorado. He has 20 points in his last 18 games since the All-Star break, and he's way better on the road if you check his splits and his games logs. And Colorado's giving up the worst goals per game in the whole league. I'm pretty sure they will have a backup into net. I'm not sure actually. But either way, both of their goalies are awful, giving up over 3.16 goals per game. And Colorado is awful on the penalty kill. He's on the first line. The first line power play should easily pay off his 7.4 price tag tonight. Pretty easy. Actually, I messed up who I was going to be picking here. Give me a second to change. I meant to say Matthew Tkachuk, but Johnny Gaudreau, all the things that I said about him, he's definitely in a good spot, like I said a few seconds ago. But I'm going to be taking Matthew Tkachuk as he's on the first line and the second line power play. He's in a very good spot. Winnipeg's giving up a lot of goals, and I can see him doing very good tonight. You're definitely going to want a piece of this Calgary team, either Matthew Tkachuk or Johnny Gaudreau, or one of their two first lines. You're definitely going to want to try to grab one of those players tonight in most of your lineups. And the last player I'll be looking at tonight is Dion Fanduel. He costs us 4.7K. He's on the second line and the first line power play. Ottawa's big favorites to win tonight, playing Colorado, the awful team, like I've said. He's been very consistent for his price tag. And Colorado's giving up 10.2 shots a game to defense, so this should be very good for Erik Karlsson and Dion Fanduel if you want to get a piece of this Ottawa game, or you're going to lose tonight. Last time he played them, he had 16 points, so he should be very good lock-in play for tonight to look at. Anyways, guys, this is my lineup that I will be using in one of my lineups tonight. If you guys want to change around a few players, feel free. If you think that there's a better matchup, my idea of these videos in the Twitter is to break down a player pool so you guys don't have to research and look through so many players each night. So you can just come to my videos and see which players are in good matchups and good spots tonight where you can pick between players. I also forgot to say that on defense, you're going to be looking at Justin Schultz and Hedman. Are definitely two great plays. We'll do very good tonight. Also, if you want to pivot between these defense that I picked here, Justin Schultz and Hedman, like I said. But you might want to watch out for this Pens game as they are on a back-to-back, and Vancouver could slot away with a greasy win. Malcolm should be a good play also tonight, or Crosby, either one of those players. Anyways, thanks for your time, guys. Good luck tonight. Follow us on Twitter at DFS_archive. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below the video and leave a like on the video. Let's smash 10 likes for the consistent lineups and good advice I've been giving out. Every like, comment, and subscribe means a lot to me. It helps me produce more content. I love seeing you guys winning. Thanks for your time, guys.